you how to unlock your third kidney and how to use it to lower your creatinine level. Gathering here, as we have just seen, scientists have found a way to use the skin as a third kidney. And guys, this is a peer-reviewed study you are looking at, published by a Swiss team in a prestigious medical journal. And yeah, they actually have found a method you can use to turn your skin into a third kidney. But you see, your skin is not the only organ that can act as a third kidney. In fact, way more studies have been published about how your gastrointestinal tract can be used as your third kidney. And now comes the interesting part. Many of the findings these studies have published can actually be turned into practical ways of getting rid of excess fluids, excess sodium, potassium, and even creatinine and other toxins. Yeah, these scientists have actually found 9 ways to use your body as your third kidney. By the way, don't miss my number 1 for today because that's going to be the easiest way on earth to lower your creatinine level. Before that, let's start with the most recent research. So, the way these scientists can turn your skin into your third kidney is number 9, have a sauna. Yes, saunas are one of the most effective ways you can turn your skin into your third kidney, says science. What they found out is amazing. Since the skin is a natural storage space for toxins like urea, potassium, and salt, having saunas regularly is a great way to get rid of excess potassium, as we can see. And even more interesting, even burn can be decreased. Burn of these CKD patients went from 110 mg per dl to 80 mg per dl in just 6 days, which means that saunas can actually remove nitrogen, one of the most important renal toxins, directly through the skin. Yeah, it's time to give your skin a promotion, which is like saying more work. And now you may ask, what can we do to achieve this amazing result? A protocol that seems to work very well in CKD patients would be to have 1 to 2 hour sessions of Finnish saunas 3 times a week. Finnish sauna is one of the most common types of saunas because it's medium temperature and medium humidity as well. And of course, consult your doctor and drink lots of water if you want to try this method. But saunas are pretty safe. Their main side effect is that they will lower your blood pressure. Up next, number 8, what if you don't have access to sauna? So saunas shouldn't be too hard to find. Most gyms have one, but there is another way to get the benefits without having to pay for a subscription. Take hot baths. Hot baths have a similar effect to that of sauna sessions, and most people can do hot baths even at home. Hot baths are also an amazing way to relax at the end of a long day. Many people love them, and you will love them even more once you learn about their benefits. First of all, hot baths have the same third kidney effect sauna sessions have. According to studies, and I'm quoting here, a 30-minute hot water bath every day was as effective as a 2-hour sauna bath 3 times a week. Now the best part, hot baths, according to the authors of this study, are even more effective at removing urea than saunas. We are talking about a huge amount of urea here, comparable to what dialysis is able to remove. And by the way, urea is one of the main uremic toxins and one of the reasons why patients with renal failure have to do dialysis. Yeah, I wasn't joking when I tell you that your skin can be your third kidney. And guys, if you think this info is useful, don't forget to give this video a like and to share it with a friend. But what if you wanted to turbocharge the benefits of a hot bath? Number 7 is one of the smartest decisions you could make right now. Start exercising regularly. When it comes to lowering your creatinine fast, nothing beats an exercising program. And the reason why exercising works so well is clear. Exercising lowers your blood pressure more effectively than any medication known to man. Exercising is also the way to beat diabetes because when paired to a weight loss diet, it targets visceral fat, the real cause of diabetes, way better than the diet alone. Exercising is also great for your heart and for all causes mortality at the point that even dialysis patients are recommended to exercise regularly. I mean, who knew breaking a sweat could break down creatinine too? Yeah, if exercise were a pill, it'll be the best-selling supplement ever. Okay guys, I know that some of you are probably watching me from their pelotons or from their treadmills right now. So if you are one of them, please let everyone in comment section know how much better exercising makes you feel. Yeah guys, my quest here is to make more people exercise and less people end up in dialysis. Alright, and you can definitely help with that. Okay, up next, as I was saying, what's probably the easiest way to increase the ability of your body of getting rid of creatinine and other uremic toxins while decreasing the burden on your kidneys is using your gut as a third kidney or a fourth kidney. Don't know, I'm not even counting them anymore. By the way, there are actually people born with 3 kidneys, and that's a condition called supernumerary kidney. This is a rare congenital anomaly where an individual has an additional kidney. But that's for another video. What I want to show you today is how CKD patients are using their gut as their third kidney. How can this be done, you may ask? Well, so, on one side we have your gut, and on the other, the toxins that are produced when digestion happens. Because remember that what your kidneys are dealing with is mainly scores produced during digestion, alright? But how come these scores are not removed during normal intestinal function, you may ask? Well, the answer is right here. As we can read, kidney disease often comes in bundle with other disorders, including those of the gastrointestinal tract. CKD patients tend to have fewer good bacteria and more bad bacteria in their gut than ideal. This is called gut microbiota dysbiosis, and it causes even more toxins to be released into the body, which in turn will make your kidneys work even harder. It's a vicious circle that also damages your heart, as we can see from this study. At this point, you may ask, but are these scientists just pointing their fingers at the problem, or is there a solution we can use? Well, this brings us to our number 5, the use of probiotic supplements. Now guys, it's crazy in my opinion that most doctors are still not prescribing probiotic supplements to people with kidney disease in 2024, because as we can clearly read here, by taking probiotics for just 4 to 24 weeks, most CKD patients are able not just to lower their level of crucial renal toxins such as urea, ammonia, and more, they are even able to see an improvement in their kidney function. Okay, now the interesting part. The study I just mentioned found out that most quality probiotic supplements actually work, alright? So, you don't even have to buy some expensive or specialized supplement. As long as you can find a probiotic supplement that has a healthy amount of several bacteria species belonging to the Lactobacillus and Bifidobacterium genera, you are going to be fine. So you want something that contains several billion CFU of both these genera, alright? And that describes most probiotic supplements on the market, which should make finding a probiotic that helps extremely easy. And guys, when talking about probiotics, we can't avoid mentioning prebiotics or fiber supplements. The bacteria in your gut need something to eat in order to thrive. This is why you want to eat as much fiber-rich foods as you can, and to also supplement some soluble fiber, such as psyllium husk, for example. This is an extremely effective way of supporting your gut health. But there is a supplement that, in my opinion, is even more effective. Number 4 is Acacia fiber. Yes, when it comes to getting rid of excess creatinine, Acacia fiber is what I recommend. Acacia fiber is the gum that's naturally exuded by the acacia tree, and Acacia fiber was used in several end-stage renal disease patients with no residual kidney function who weren't able to tolerate dialysis. As we can see, some of these patients were able to go on for more than 8 years without any need for dialysis. Now imagine what kind of help could this fiber be for your kidneys. This fiber can be used as a form of intestinal dialysis because it binds to uremic toxins such as urea and creatinine even before they get to your kidneys. Now, if you want to try Acacia fiber, I have a link down in the description to an Acacia fiber supplement that's organic, non-GMO, and with no additives. I'll tell you immediately that what I usually recommend when it comes to the dose is to take 2 to 4 tablespoons Acacia fiber per day mixed with 1 cup of water at least. And guys, we also finally have a product that combines both psyllium husk and Acacia fiber together for the ultimate fiber supplement. I've also included a link in the description to this particular version of Acacia fiber if you want to try it. Okay guys, time for our top 3 now, but what could be even more effective at improving your creatinine levels than using your gut as a third kidney? Well, our number 3 is extremely important. Drink at least 8 glasses of water per day and at regular intervals. Yeah, you absolutely don't want to have to deal with dehydration, especially if you are taking a fiber supplement or doing saunas. And those with diabetes may have one more reason to drink lots of water during the day. Fact, the kidneys need plenty of water to flush out excess toxins from the body, including excess sodium, urea, creatinine, and also sugar. Science says that when you are dehydrated, you are more at risk for a glycemic spike. So protect your kidneys, and especially but not just if you have diabetes. Always drink at least 8 glasses per day. Okay guys, time for a tip that can give you results that are immediately visible. Our number 2 is take 300 to 400 milligrams of magnesium oxide every day. Magnesium is incredibly important if your aim is to lower your creatinine level. And not just because people with CKD are usually too low in this mineral, or because taking this cheap and safe supplement can reduce vascular calcification and mortality among patients with CKD, or because magnesium is an alkalizing agent that also prevents phosphate absorption. No, it's not just that. Magnesium is also incredibly useful for people suffering from high blood pressure, at the point that researchers call it a magic bullet. And there is more. Magnesium supplementation is also key to fight diabetes. You see, having diabetes is known to cause low levels of magnesium. This is a problem because low magnesium levels will cause insulin resistance, making your diabetes worse. This is why taking 300 to 400 milligrams of magnesium oxide every day is a great way to lower your creatinine level and use your 2 kidneys as a third kidney. Okay, time for our number 1 now. My last tip for today is try a kidney detoxing tea. Okay guys, I cannot make a video about ways to make your kidney function better without mentioning teas. When it comes to protecting the kidneys, teas and infusions are some of the best ways of getting more antioxidants, vitamins, and health benefits. Now the good news, there are many tea options you could choose from, and some are way healthier than people realize. For example, Moringa tea had diabetes fighting and antioxidant properties. Dandelion tea is going to lower your creatinine levels by making you urinate more. And ginger and turmeric tea is going to help with nausea, inflammation, and by reducing oxidative stress. And these are all teas you could buy ready to infuse from your nearest supermarket. But which one is going to be the best for you? Only one way to find out. Watch my video about the 10 best creatinine lowering teas. It's up here. This tea will detox your kidneys from excess fluid and scores. This one fights proteinuria. And this is the tea that, more than any other, will lower your creatinine levels. Catherine here, I'm a doctor in natural medicine and a researcher in the field of kidney health. And what I want to share with you today are the 7 healthiest teas for people with CKD. But these teas are not for everyone. No, these teas are just for those people who seriously want to improve their kidney health. So yeah, I bet that most of you guys are going to love this video. Actually, one of the teas I'm going to share with you today is already helping some of you. Let's read one of your recent comments. This is from a user called Carl. Here's what he says. Can stage 4 go back to stage 3? Well, here I am. I followed all your tips for managing my treatment and my creatinine levels dropped. I just wanted to thank you because I take notes on every possible remedy you share here, and I've found some that really work for me. I especially love the tea you posted in this video. It helped me a lot with my blood pressure. Amazing! Thank you, Carl, for sharing your success story. And congratulations. And guys, keep this in mind. It's always possible to improve your kidney health, no matter what stage of kidney disease you are in. But you need to find what works for you, what works for stopping what's causing your kidney problems. This is why today we are not just going to see 7 super healthy teas that are available as convenient, ready-to-use infused bags on supermarket shelves. I will also show you exactly who is going to benefit the most from them. So, what are the best teas you can actually buy at the supermarket when it comes to lowering creatinine levels? Number 7 is Moringa tea. Okay, despite the fact that this is just my number 7, this tea is going to have some amazing benefits, and I would recommend drinking Moringa tea, especially to people with diabetes. So what is Moringa tea and why should you consider making tea with it? Moringa, known scientifically as Moringa oleifera, is a plant that's native to India but also grows in Asia, Africa, and South America. As a tea, Moringa is very popular today, and it can be easily found in most herbal shops and from Amazon.com or other retailers. And people with CKD may be especially interested in the anti-inflammatory properties of Moringa. Thanks to compounds like flavonoids, phenolic acids, and isothiocyanates, Moringa can decrease the chronic inflammation associated with CKD which is a cause of kidney damage. And Moringa is also known for its blood pressure lowering properties. Yeah, lots of benefits. I mean, if it gets any better, this tea might start doing your laundry too. But now you may ask, with all these benefits, shouldn't we, just supplement Moringa extract? Well, yeah, that's a possibility, but you must consider that drinking Moringa tea also has its benefits because you see, Moringa is very rich in antioxidants, and antioxidants are everything if your goal is improving your kidney function. And many people don't know this, but the infusion process can actually make these precious antioxidants more bioavailable. Not to mention that there are a couple of techniques you could employ to get even more antioxidants from Moringa tea because you see, the main antioxidant in Moringa is quercetin, a flavonoid with potent kidney protecting benefits. Quercetin is, however, not very bioavailable unless you add some healthy fats such as coconut oil to it and a pinch of black pepper. Yeah, you just learned how to turn Moringa tea into a cup of liquid gold. And by the way, if you think this info is useful, consider sharing this video on social media and giving it a like. So, we are off to a strong start here. How are we going to find even better teas on the supermarket shelves? Well, our number 6 is going to directly help you lower your creatinine and fight fluid retention by helping you pee more. Before I show it to you, I wanted to let you know that I've just added a new feature on Double Kidney that will let you support the channel if you want. There is a little join button below my video that for less than the price of a cup of coffee will give you the chance to help me create more of the content you like. And as a little bonus, it will also get you a priority reply from me to your comments. Let's see now another tea you can buy from Amazon or even from some supermarkets that comes with incredibly powerful kidney detoxing benefits. Up next, number 6 is dandelion leaf and root tea. Now guys, this is something I would especially recommend to those of you who need a way to decrease fluid retention or that maybe suffer from swelling. The dandelion, scientifically named Taraxacum officinale, is something that grows in most parts of the world as a lone weed, but it has also been used as medicine for centuries. And today, you can find the root, the leaves, and the flowers as an herbal remedy for most herbalist shops. But for the first part of today's video, I wanted to focus on teas you can actually buy from the supermarket or at least from Amazon already in a tea bag. And yes, just like for Moringa, you can find dandelion tea in ready-to-use tea bags. And it's still going to have substantial benefits. Dandelion contains chicory and chlorogenic acid, two bioactive compounds that are going to help with blood sugar levels. It's also rich in antioxidants, which is one of the main reasons why I'm recommending kidney patients to drink more teas, by the way. And of course, dandelion tea is going to help with blood pressure and most of all, as a detoxifier and a diuretic. Now, if you want to try dandelion tea, keep in mind that while it does remove some potassium as well as excess sodium, it also contains some potassium, alright? So if your potassium levels are already too high, maybe consider a different tea. Don't worry, I have another option with great detoxing benefits that's not going to contain potassium. Before that, there is another commercially available tea with incredible kidney protecting benefits I want to show you. Number 5 is ginger and turmeric tea. So, this is another commercially available tea that boasts incredible health benefits for people with CKD. What they did here is basically mixing in the tea bag two of the spices with the biggest health benefits for the kidneys. Ginger is an incredibly powerful spice. It helps with diabetes, it's an anti-inflammatory, it helps with fluid retention, and it may even lower your blood pressure a bit. Turmeric is maybe even more powerful because its active compound, curcumin, fights the inflammation in a way similar to anti-inflammatory medications, but without side effects. Now, this is a powerful effect at the point that curcumin was observed capable of decreasing proteinuria levels in CKD patients. So, who is this tea for? Well, I would recommend this tea in particular to people that are struggling with chronic inflammation. This is a condition that manifests with general discomfort, fatigue, joint pain, and stiffness, tendinitis, and it's very common in those with CKD. Rheumatoid arthritis is also a form of chronic inflammation. And I would also recommend this tea to those that suffer from nausea, as ginger is probably the most powerful natural remedy for nausea we have. So a tea that stops the pain, fights nausea, and, well, it also has an effect so immediate that it may lead your neighbors to believe you're secretly a wizard brewing potions. Imagine their surprise when they learn the magic is actually science. Now, a tip if you want to drink this tea, always add a pinch of black pepper to your cup of tea. Curcumin in turmeric is not bioavailable unless you add some piperine, which you can find in black pepper. Up next, number 4, as promised, a tea with diuretic benefits that may also help reducing your potassium levels. This is peppermint tea. I really love peppermint tea. It doesn't just look good, it also tastes amazing. So refreshing during the summer. And while I often drink it just for its flavor, this tea may also have several health benefits. Peppermint leaves contain many essential oils including menthol, menthone, and limonene. And it also boasts kidney protecting benefits. In fact, peppermint tea is not just a gentle diuretic, it also has some anti-inflammatory and antioxidant effects. People with diabetes may also benefit from it because it may improve insulin sensitivity and reduce glucose absorption. But probably the main benefit of peppermint tea is another. Peppermint is in fact effective against bacterial infections, and it can help in particular in case of UTIs. Actually, a tea with diuretic and antibacterial properties such as peppermint tea is exactly what you want if you are battling a UTI. Now, peppermint tea is something you can actually find from many supermarkets. Just double check that it's real peppermint and not peppermint flavored green tea. And of course, you can also buy fresh peppermint leaves and use them to make tea. Okay guys, time now to see the 3 most powerful kidney saving teas you can buy at the supermarket. As I was saying, the number 1 is special not just because it's the tea that our friend Carl is drinking, but also because, well, it's incredibly powerful at protecting the kidneys. Before that, number 3 is hibiscus tea. Hibiscus tea is something I would recommend to every single CKD patient, and not just because it's full of antioxidants and, well, it tastes great. You see, although this tea is available as convenient, ready-to-infuse bags on supermarket shelves, this is a real medicinal plant we are talking about. This tea can be a great ally in your battle for a better kidney health. How, you may ask? Well, the reason is high blood pressure and the need to treat it naturally. Let me explain. Most CKD patients suffer from high blood pressure, and for this reason, most CKD patients have to take a long list of blood pressure medications that often include diuretics, ACE inhibitors, and ARBs. These are some of the most common blood pressure medications. But these medications also come with a huge danger. The more you take blood pressure medications, the less your chances of improving your kidney function are. This is what one of the most influential studies ever published about CKD says about that. And of course, I've also seen this in person. As soon as the patient is able to control their blood pressure naturally without the need for too many blood pressure medications, they can start to see an improvement in their kidney function. And this is exactly what makes this tea one of the most powerful ways to lower your creatinine levels you can find on the supermarket shelves. Yeah, finding this tea at the supermarket is just like discovering a hidden treasure among the groceries. Amazing. Okay, but what tea can be even better for your kidneys? Well, do you remember what I said about antioxidants? That they are key if your goal is improving your kidney function? Because yeah, antioxidants actually are a must, says science, and you really want to find a tea that you can drink every day to get more of them. I mean, if your goal is to improve your kidney health. Because you see, while there are many options to get more antioxidants every day, including food and supplements, drinking teas and other beverages is how most people get up to the 80% of their daily antioxidant intake. So what tea should you drink every day to make sure you are getting as many antioxidants as possible? Well, in my opinion, the tea you should drink every day is green tea. This is a true antioxidant powerhouse. That's also an ideal morning staple. But why green tea and not any other tea? I mean, sure, you could drink another tea, but that's like casting Steven Seagal as the lead in a romantic movie when you could have Hugh Jackman. Green tea is clearly the Wolverine of antioxidants. Now guys, jokes aside, green tea is very rich in polyphenols. Most abundant is a catechin called EGCG that has huge health benefits, especially but not just for people with diabetes. It helps with heart health, it protects the kidneys, it helps with weight loss, it even improves fasting glucose levels in people with diabetes significantly. There is no reason not to drink green tea every day, because even if you don't want any caffeinated beverage, you can still find it decaffeinated. And what you want to keep in mind when you drink green tea is that these amazing catechins in green tea are not very bioavailable. So if you don't want to waste any of the potential of this amazing beverage, add some lemon juice to your morning cup of tea and make these antioxidants 5 times more bioavailable. Okay guys, our number 1 is going to be special. The difference here is that we are not going to buy this tea from the tea aisle, but from the vegetable aisle. Or maybe you even already have the ingredients in your pantry. Yes, this is a little recipe you can prepare in 10 minutes, and I know. This video was supposed to be just about teas you can buy from the supermarket shelves, but haven't said from the tea aisle, have I? Besides, this recipe is so healthy for your kidneys, I bet you are going to forgive me. Let's take a look. The number 1 for today is the garlic and ginger tea. So you are going to be able to find all the ingredients for this tea from any grocery store, but its kidney protecting benefits are going to be amazing. In fact, our first ingredient is garlic. You want to use fresh garlic for this tea and to mince 4 cloves of fresh garlic about 10 minutes before starting to prepare the tea. Let's put it in a medium saucepan. Now, garlic is something I always recommend to all kidney disease patients. Garlic can lower your blood pressure by a huge amount, and it also helps with diabetes as well. Not to mention that garlic is comparable to metformin when it comes to fighting diabetes. Yes, I know that this is hard to believe, and this is why I will also show you these review studies in which garlic was actually compared with metformin. And the improvements in HbA1c diabetes patients we're getting with garlic were totally comparable to metformin, even at very low doses of garlic. I mean, it's like garlic was actually made for kidney disease patients. It lowers blood pressure, it controls blood glucose, all without any serious side effects. What more can you ask? Next ingredient, fresh ginger. We need a small piece just about this size. This is around 3 or 4 grams. Ginger, as I was saying, it's amazing and it will help making this tea even healthier. Not to mention that it will make the garlic taste a lot less pungent. Now, we need 3 fresh lemons. Let's juice them very quickly. First, roll them over the counter firmly, then cut and squeeze them directly in our saucepan. Now guys, none of these ingredients are here by chance. Lemon is one of the most alkalizing foods on earth, and it's also a powerful kidney detoxifier. And combining lemon with garlic will unleash another benefit of garlic, its ability to lower your cholesterol levels. Last ingredient is cinnamon. Great for those with diabetes, this spice has the confirmed property of improving insulin sensitivity. And last, let's add some water and bring it to a slow boil. Our tea is ready. Drink it during the day to maximize the benefits. And of course, the main reason why this tea is so healthy is garlic. So if you want to know more about what I consider one of the healthiest superfoods in existence, watch my recent video about it. I've shared with you how to get all the benefits of garlic with none of the side effects. And this is all for today. Thank you for watching. God bless you all. Bye!